Carlos Carmonamedina often finds himself at a new spot around town, watching people go about their daily lives, sketching what he sees. Those sketches sometimes make their way into his weekly postcard project.
My postcard series is about building visual identity of Washington, D.C.
The Mexican native, who has lived in Washington for 2 years, is driven by his own curiosity. He takes long bike rides to find new places to feature in his postcards. They often take him to places he would not have gone to otherwise.
This project was for me a perfect excuse to get to know the city better and get out there and discover what's going on around me.
From a photo, a quick sketch, or an on-the-spot painting, Carlos creates his postcards and features them on his blog and on social media, where they've become popular among DC locals. For 2 years now, Carlos has also sold his postcards at the Christmas market downtown, where locals are often looking for prints of their own neighborhoods.
This is actually what I look at.
Many of his postcards depict well-known landmarks like the U.S. Capitol, but sometimes he lands in obscure parts of the city, captivated by skylines he finds interesting or random behaviors he observes.
Like my art, I feel, is a very natural thing for me. I don't really put too much thought in why I do the things that I do. They come very naturally. So I guess it's just an extension of my personal curiosity and how I approach the world I live on. So if I am right now interested about how the city behaves and how the city changes, it's natural that my art is going to reflect that as well.
By talking to the locals, hours of research on DC history, hundreds of miles on his bike wandering the neighborhoods, Carlos has created a project that portrays a unique view of the nation's capital.
I think like everyone, when they see the body of my work, they consider me a local. And I consider myself as well a local. At the end, this is the city that I now consider mine.
And by now, Carlos knows the city just as well, or maybe even better than the locals. Niki Papadogiannakis for VOA News, Washington.